Hello everybody, SlimKirby here, and welcome to my interactive Terraria showcase. I tried doing a Let's Play of this game a few weeks ago, but I wasn't really happy with the results of my attempt at doing a Let's Play, so I decided to close out that project and try something a little bit different. Something that I could actually get you guys involved, and something that I feel like I could have a little more fun with going forward with this game. So this is what I'm going to basically be doing. Every 2 weeks I'm going to be releasing a Terraria video, and at the end of every video I'm going to be asking you guys for suggestions of things to do, what to build, and basically anything I can do in between that video and the next one. This way, you guys have a little bit of input, and I have something to show every time I come back to this game. And I'll be definitely playing this game in between the videos to kind of, get caught up and get things ready for the next showcase. But if there's any major happenings or something like that, I'll be sure to capture those as well and then show them off in the upcoming videos. So do not worry about that. I'll make sure you guys are able to see all the cool stuff moving forward. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started here. Let's use my character. We'll go to my new land, which is called Dreamland. No longer doing Popstar, so let's get started. So for those who don't know, Terraria is a world-building game, much like the game Minecraft. The only difference between this game and Minecraft, though, is Minecraft takes place in a 3D environment, while this one only takes place in a 2D plane. So a lot different, but the same objectives pretty much apply. You find resources along your land, you create a shelter, you create lots of advanced objects, and you dig to the core of the earth, explore the great lengths of the world, and basically scour all you can. Get as many items as you can, and get as many tools as you can. This was the starting location for my world. As you can see, I got a very, very weird starting point. I honestly wasn't expecting to be on a piece of land that was very hilly like this, but I decided to roll with it. I think I can possibly do something with this in the future, but for now, I think this is going to do. First thing we have is my house, which is right here. I plan to rework the landscape a little bit to make sure this is kind of on a flat surface. There's a lot of work I need to get done here, obviously, but for now, this is a basic house, so it should do. On my top floor, I have a huge line of treasure chests. These are where all of my items are for storage. Not all of them are filled, but I normally have categories for each. Like this chest right here is my consumables, so all of my items and healing potions. I have one chest for all the furniture items I create, one chest for all the items and tools that I'll be using, one for weapons. Basically that kind of thing. On my first floor, or I guess my second floor, I really don't know what's going to be my first floor and all of that yet. But I have all of my crafting stations and a cooking pot. I have a lead anvil, crafting table, I think it's called a workbench, I don't really know the exact name, and also a furnace, so I can create some basic things with the table. I can make some metal bars, and I can use those metal bars to create weapons over here. That's pretty much my setup. Down here is where I'm going to have the NPCs. Every time I get a new NPC, I'm going to be expanding one area forward. And in order to get an NPC to move in, you need to have a few essentials in your home. You need to have a light source. You need to have a door. You need to have a room at about this size. You need to have a solid surface like a table and a comfort item like a chair. Once you have all those items, an NPC should be able to move in, and that's basically all you have to do. There's some NPCs that don't show up until you actually have a room for them, so keep that in mind. Otherwise, you'd think that there'd be almost no point for them to even move in, but there is a point, because you want to make sure that your NPCs are in an area where you can access them. Just my own honest opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much my house. It seems like it's getting ready to get dark here, so I'm not going to go off exploring yet, but this is basically what I have so far. I've been trying to think of ways to improve this. Like I said before, I do want to kind of work on this land a little bit and kind of flatten it out and make sure it doesn't get so hilly over here. These trenches are mainly here to keep zombies away. This trench has actually been really effective. The zombies can't get over here. As for here, it's a little bit more difficult. I have to actually create kind of a drop-off here for the zombies not being able to get in here, but for now, I guess this will do. I can also make another trench, probably a little further this way, or just make it so they can't really advance up this land right here. And maybe even have like an underground tunnel system where I can just kind of go through here and then out another way. I don't know. Still a lot of work to be done. I also want to create an elevator of sorts that will take us from our house straight down into the earth, and that way it'll be kind of a shortcut, so I can just climb back out instead of actually climbing up a giant maze of underground area. And if we go to my map again, I have kind of a mine down here, so if I create an elevator, I can just create a straight down shortcut from here to like around here, and then possibly create more fixed tunnel systems where I can just move left to right without having to jump around and stuff like that. So yeah, those are some of the basic ideas I have. If you guys have any suggestions based on what you see right here, let me know. But that's going to be it for my home quarters. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be exploring the land. So I will see you when we get to that point. Okay, I think it's about time we do some exploring. I decided to do some mining while we waited for daylight to appear again. So let's explore to the left first. Like I said before, this is my mine shaft. I'm kind of working on getting all the stone out of there right now and all the other metals I can find. But we essentially go up here. We have another little divot here. Again, you'll see this a lot on this map. There's like so many just like random pits. I got kind of unlucky in that aspect, I guess, but it's cool. I can find a way to work with that. Besides, with the inclusion of ropes, because ropes never used to be in the very old versions of Terraria, you can actually climb out of ditches quite easily, considering. Here we have the living wood area. I talked about this briefly in my Let's Play, but this is basically a dungeon tree. Not really much of a dungeon, but it has a few different chambers, and it actually has a treasure room as well. I actually got some furniture from the treasure room we have down here. But you can actually farm some of this wood, and it's a much it's an easier way you can get wood as opposed to just chopping down trees, but keep in mind, once you get rid of all the living wood, you'll no longer have any wood to make other things with, which is something you gotta kind of look out for. But basically the tree goes down to about this point right here. I think it actually stops before it gets into any deep underground areas, so it's not that deep, but it can go for quite a way. Gives you a nice source of wood and some of those living wood items I talked about earlier. So let's climb out of that, and let's keep exploring. Because over to our left we have desert. That's right, we have a desert biome not far from our house. In the desert you have to watch out for vultures, and there's also these ugly, weird worm guys you have to look out for too. It's kind of weird because they explode on you, which is very random behavior, but just one of those things you gotta look out for, I guess. And after you traverse the desert for a while, you'll actually get to a snow biome. And this is actually the farthest I've ventured, because at the very bottom here we have a huge pit of water. Now, I could have actually built a bridge over this and explored more throughout the snow biome, but I didn't want to invest so much time into that. Plus, I think it was also getting to be nighttime when I started that, so I was like, yeah, I'll save that for later. But yeah, that's basically what we have here on the left. A desert, and then a snow biome. Haven't found any corruption or crimson yet, thank God, but I'm not gonna count my chickens before they hatch on that front. I'm sure I'll definitely come across that at some point in time. I guess I should also mention that this is no longer a huge map. This is actually a tiny map, so the smallest map size you can choose when starting a Terraria game. I figured this would be ideal because we don't want anything super huge. It'd take forever to explore, especially on my own, so I'm not going to worry about that. Also, because it's raining, we'll get a bunch of umbrella slimes. Another weird rain enemies. So for the rest of this day, let's explore the right side. And after that, I'll explore the underground, and then we can probably call it a day after that. Over on the right side, first thing we have is this very bizarre water tunnel. I'm going to use a glow stick just so I can kind of show what we have here. We have a chest, which actually, I guess I could get this really quick. But yeah, I wanted to very quickly grab those items. Let's go ahead and bring the glow stick back out. Oh god, I'm actually underwater, and I'm gonna die. No, not quite, but I almost did. Let's see if I can maybe explore a little more while I have time. Yeah, this seems to be all I can really get right now, but this actually does connect over to my mine tunnel over there, so I'm probably going to connect the two at some point. But I'll show off the underground tunnel later. Here's where things get a little more tricky on the right side as opposed to the left side. Because over here we have a giant cliff. I actually had to mine through this just so I could get over here. But this is really random. As you can see, we actually have sand inside the ground over here. Not to mention a lot of clay, a lot of stone. There's copper down here. It's going to be a while before I mine all of this out. And what to do here in its place, I have no idea. But at some point I want to essentially turn this into a giant slope as opposed to a cliff. How that would look, though, I have no idea. It's going to take me a while before I even get to that point. But anyway, let's keep going. Watch out for the flying fish. He's going to try to kill me. And again, just like really random pieces of land over here. Again, I have no idea what even prompted this, but I'll take it, I guess. Also, hold on. Yeah, I wanted to grab those coins before I move any further. My god, that flying fish really wants me, apparently. Too bad, flying fish, I'm taken. Too bad for you. So as we keep adventuring over here, we have a very random one screen of desert. And then the desert's done. I'm not really sure why there's just a random screen of desert, but that can happen sometimes. Some strange things can happen when you design a Terraria world, let's just say that. Sometimes you'll have random screens where it just like snows for whatever reason. It's really weird how that works out, but it can happen, so keep that in mind. And then if we keep moving forward, I believe we have another biome. Another random desert screen, it seems like. Oh, no, no, we have more desert, actually. Well, hey, at least this desert's a little longer. It actually makes a little more sense. And then we have the jungle. That's right, there is a jungle biome. And the jungle biome can be kind of dangerous, so you want to watch your back before you go too far in here. The one thing I do want to show off from over here is this little altar right here. This is actually a demon altar. With the demon altar you can summon some very powerful bosses, but in summoning those bosses and defeating them you can actually get some really cool items too, so sometimes you may want to summon a boss. It's really up to your own discretion. And this is actually new to me. I actually never went this far in my original exploration because I think I died at some point, but let's go ahead and see what else we have over here. Well, we have some tungsten, which is kind of cool. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun to work on when I get to that point. Oh my god, this looks kind of trippy. Look at that huge, huge pool of water over there. You know what, I feel like having some fun before I have to go back home. Let's have some fun. Yeah, I feel like doing this. Why not? Yay! All the water's draining out. Hooray! God, look at all the glitchiness of the water as it pours down here. Oh god, there's actually a worm down there. Oh my god, this is a huge source of water if it's still not draining out. Will I literally have to cut more? I think I'll have to cut more. God, even that might not be enough. Oh my god, this is huge. Yeah, my god, this is a huge pool of water. I'll have to work with that later. But yeah, let's travel the jungle for a little more. It's getting kind of dark out, so I'll probably have to head back at some point. Got another pool of water here. Yeah, let's keep going. Let's YOLO it up. Wait, what do we have? We have a beach? Are we back to grassland, or... I think we're actually at the edge of the map. Oh, no, no, no. Don't drop the torches. I need those. Yeah, we are at the edge of the map, folks. Well then. I think that's far enough though, so let's head back to home, and then I'm going to show off my underground mine, and after that I can probably call it quits for this edition of Terraria. Okay, next thing I'm going to show off before I end this video is my mine shaft. My mine shaft isn't terribly huge right now, but I think you guys will at least get the gist of it anyway. I can avoid these zombies, my god. So yeah, this is what my mine shaft currently looks like. From the right over here, we actually have this strange ore called demonite. You cannot actually use a normal pickaxe to get demonite. You need a nightmare pickaxe in order to farm it, which we can't get it with a specific type of ore, so we have to wait a while before we can even, you know, grab it. But For now, that's a source of demonite we can get. Got some money up here I want to quickly grab. Let's also leave a torch right here too. Probably going to mine my way up here and then also make a connection to that water tunnel I have. That's what this looks like for right now. I also got to dig pretty deep down here, actually. Oh wow, there's torches here. Or a torch, anyway. I think it's because water flowed down here or something, but, that's a gravestone. I died there once because of a slime that trapped me. Over here, I believe I got poisoned by something. Yeah. And then, yeah, this is pretty much where I stopped my tunneling for now, anyway. Oh, there's actually a trap down here. Well, let's take care of that. A dart trap. I believe this is the button. Oh, where's the button? Oh, there it is, the brown pressure plate. Okay. Basically, with that, you could activate the dart trap that ended up killing me at one point. But yeah, that's pretty much what my mine looks like right now. Okay, well, I think that's going to do for this first episode of Terraria, so I'm going to go ahead and close it here. Once again, if you want to leave comments or suggestions or ideas of things you want me to cover in future episodes of this, let me know in the video comments section, and I'll be sure to take your comments into consideration. Also, if you want to play the Dreamland map for yourself from Square One, feel free to use the download link in the video description. I'll have a brief tutorial at the end of this video explaining where you put the files, but aside from that, I think I'm done here, so I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Later, Star Warriors. Hey guys, very quickly I'm going to explain how you download and where you place the files if you ever want to play the Dreamland world. Here is the Dreamland zip file. This is what you're downloading in the video description. Once you download that, this is the download location. This is where all your downloads will go. I'm not sure, that may be My Downloads, it might be your desktop. That really depends on where you actually download stuff from the internet. But either way, this is the location. What you want to do is you want to unzip the file or extract the file. You can use the WinRAR or WinZip or any other file unzipping program. Extract it here. You should get a folder that has Dreamland on it. Go in here and you'll have two files. You'll have a world file and a backup file. You want to copy these, and then you want to take those two files to where your Terraria folder is. Now for me, I'm playing the Steam version, so it defaults all of my files into My Documents and My Games and Libraries. So Libraries, Documents, My Games, Terraria, and then you want to go to Worlds. And here you go. There's the two files, and you basically just want to copy them and paste them. I'm not going to do that because that would override the files I already have, and I'd have to start back from square one as well, and I do not want to do that, so I'm not going to actually be pasting. But that's pretty much what you do. If you're playing a different PC version, make sure you find out where these files are. They could be in a different place, so you better find those before you actually attempt playing the world. But I think if you play the Steam version, this is where the default files always go to, and I think generally most people have the Steam version. If you're playing this on console or mobile, I'm not sure if this will actually work, so I hate to say it, but kind of tough luck for those. I'm not sure if there is a fix to allow the mobile and console versions to play the PC files, but if there is, let me know. I'll try to make sure I can include a helpful link in the video description that will actually tell you guys how to do that, but if not, this is the basic way you do via PC anyway. But if you have your own world you want to show off on your mobile or console version, feel free if you want to still contribute in that fashion. Go definitely don't want to leave anybody out of this project. So yeah. Also, feel free to leave links or sorry about that. Leave links or pictures or videos to your own Terraria worlds. I'd be happy to look at those and see what other Star Warriors have created. But I think that's going to do it, so I'll see you guys next time.